Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. Just before we go further, I am so proud of myself for being this consistent. I'm so happy. Today's video was gonna take a completely different trajectory. The title of the video was gonna focus on shame, grief, and all of that. But I had very interesting encounters this weekend that just like changed the whole perspective on things and how I viewed things versus how I thought people viewed things and how I'm viewing things. But anyway, so first things first, my reading list for Feb. I'm not done with Atomic Habits, like we know. That's not the book that I'm reading. Woman Who Ran with the Wolves. I'm not gonna be done until April, so that one let's just not consider it as a. So I couldn't finish Atomic Habits. I'm gonna be done with it this week. And then I'm going to show you guys my reading list for March. Hold on. So for March, I'm going to be reading one book. The Covenant of Water. I got this book, I think 2 years ago, and I just didn't get the time to read it. And when I got it, it was because Oprah Winfrey and her daughter were raving about it. And everyone on social media were raving about it. But I couldn't read it at the time because usually I can't consume things when people like it's going viral. I get so anxious to get. I'm just like, okay, get the book and you'll read it. I don't even know if that makes sense. Then my younger brother borrowed me this book. I'm probably just gonna like read it like in the morning, like a chapter a day. But I'm probably not gonna finish it. Guys, this thing of reading, oh, it's not easy. Hey, with time, let's just set it for like an ultimate end of the year goal that 1 month I'm gonna be able to read 3 books. Yeah. Update on doom scrolling. Yeah, it's still very much a tough battle. And especially now that I've said I wanna not be on social media, that need to go on. But anyway, this week, okay, so this is what the video was supposed to be about. I wanted to talk about how I want to make career pivots. And how I really wanted to do music or be in the art space. Oh my god. I forgot to paint these 2 nails. How I wanted to not be in the creative space anymore in this way. Not entirely quit, but to just take a break and go off and go recuperate. And how I thought like I don't think I want to do like I'm being an artist. I was like, so last past weekend I had a gig and I was like, that's the last gig for the year. I want to focus on other things and whatever. That is still the plan. I was listening to Rick Rubin and he was saying that artists should have things that support the dream and not necessarily just rely on it. Unless your artistry does really fund your career holistically, it only makes sense to just rely on it. But if you're not like a well-known artist or whatever, it's quite risky to do it the way I've been doing it. So that's what I wanted to talk about, that I wanted to make a pivot. But like that pivot was giving, I want to really like zoom out of the artistry and focus into other things completely. And then my brother, okay, let me tell you the encounters I had this weekend. So at the gig, I was there and I was like, this is my last gig and I'm going to focus on other things and like growing in another different space, not necessarily a creative space. Then I spoke to this guy. I was like, dude, a DJ was there performing after me, and he's like, dude, your voice is incredible. We've spoken before. And I was like, yeah, I remember. I'm not sure I remember him, but I said I remember him. But when I checked my DMs, we did engage, and he's like, we should work on music. And I told him, hey, I actually did say to God that I'm gonna tap out. And then he's like, bruh, no, encouraging me and telling me. I think maybe in my head it looks like the journey or the career is harder for me and not for other people, and the people who make it to the end, like with any career or any space, is the people who persist, right? I just felt like I was saying that sometimes it's hard when a purpose or a gift is given to you and you just feel like, damn, God, you can make it a little bit easy. But for the most part, when I sit and reflect, God does provide the things that I need. I don't think if I'm taking accountability, I am giving it what it needs. But for the most part, last year was a really good year. I managed to just solely rely on just being an artist, and which is really good. It was a very successful year. So anyway, so this guy's like to me, bruh, move, push passion. And then yesterday my brother and I had a sit down and he was like, bruh, I'm not joking. God is really speaking to me to speak to you to really like to try and persevere and push. This career is not easy. He's like, yeah, do all the other plans that you want to do, like the pivots and whatever, to be able to fund your career and whatever. But like, do not give up. I urge you to ulwele. That's the word he uses. Like, "Tshwantse ulwele, bruh. Tshwantse force it." Um, oh, at least it's recording. I had you. Yeah, he's like tonto loyale, tonto's force there. And I'm gonna go into grief. Cause okay, firstly let's discuss shame. I think maybe there was always shame centered and around what I thought would be at like a different or a certain time. And when we're younger, when we're like perceive and see our lives, we see them panning out and playing out in a very completely different way. There's some things that you accomplish at a time. Some people maybe accomplish things immediately, and then maybe they might have like what it feels like stagnancy at a later stage, and some people vice versa, but it's not like necessarily overnight like how we perceive it online. So I was struggling with that, like the shame of feeling like, man, maybe it's like a wrap for me, or I shouldn't do it, or continue with this. Like a lot of shame was surrounded in like wanting to try. I don't want to like be seen trying because it feels like time's up. Because when you perceive things online, it looks like some people's things are like giving so very online. Like when overnight success, like some people, maybe let's say the younger people, maybe they just like, maybe I can use Lusanda as an example, where you look at them, and then they just come. Not that Lusanda just said, "I'm gonna come," over. We don't see the work that is done in the shadows, but it just looks like, oh, the younger people, and it just look like, yeah, maybe I'm feeling like I'm old, and I must step out. You get like those insecurities creeping in. You get the shame of doing things because you don't want to be seen trying, and that seems like to be like a constant struggle for me. But then I was dealing with that, but I got over it. I remember an old friend of mine, someone who used to be a friend of mine, sent me a text, I think a few years ago, saying, "Hey, if you continued with the podcasting, you were going to be so far." And I was like, I had so much shame with like that as well, like where people think people don't know where your headspace is, where your mind is emotionally, spiritually, where you are. Sometimes people are going through difficult times. Like I mentioned in another video, like there was a time I was going through a really dark time in my mind that I can't even believe half of the things I managed to accomplish in that time with maybe my podcast when I used to have Pink Purse Radio. You know what I mean? So like when you said that, I got a like a thing, yeah, oh damn, shame. Like that shame, like oh yeah, you really could have, but like not everyone has the that thing, the will to continue doing that. So yeah, but anyway, I got over that because I was like, I kind of had to affirm myself that, bro, you went in a good space. No matter what you did, you weren't going to be able to execute things in the way. Because yeah, maybe it's also like it's not like entirely because it was a dark place. Maybe I could have pushed or whatever, but like I feel like everything's supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. Another thing is grieving that, like after the shame, grieve what you thought could be, and like fear, like look at like a friend of mine had posted like something about like grief and what you thought would be, and actually sit with the reality of where you are and how what you can do with it, as opposed to like constantly feeling sorry for yourself and like having life happen to you. Like I kind of like feel like I got to a point where I was like, Adam Skepsel thing, and that feeling of just like not taking charge and just feeling like, oh, things don't pan out the way I thought it would be. Because when I was much younger, I thought like I would be like Shikana. I used to be such a huge, like I was fangirl when I was like a child. But now obviously I'm like a fan of Shikana. But like when I was young, so I didn't change my Facebook name to Shikana. Well, not to Shikana Malay, crazy. But yeah, like you have to grieve what you thought would be, like, and sit with what is, and just take it in and just like, okay, what this is what I can do. You know what I mean? Because you can sit and sulk, then you hit 40 and you're like, I wish I didn't sit and sulk, and you sit and sulk about you not doing anything from 30 to 40. Now you're 50. You know what I mean? Like you can't just, my brother's like, you can't like look back at your life and feel like you might as well have been like Simba. Simba is the dog they have. It's like he said to me, I can't believe that dogs were made to just be and exist and whatever. Like you're just here to just be in that yard and you take care of that yard. I guess it's purpose, but you get what I mean. You get what he means. Like just sitting around and hoping and wishing, and you could just like ulwele, you know what I mean? So I urge myself and I urge you um to just fight for it, guys. Um yeah, and that's exactly what I am going to be doing. This video was going to be a completely different video about how I'm going to take a completely different turn. And I still am going to like acquire the skill that I want to acquire, but that does not mean that I should give up on myself, the talent, the gift. I'm gonna insert that video, yeah, young chief, yeah. This is the last day I'm going to complain. And he posted that last year, I think around this time. And then now he released such a beautiful a body of work as an artist, and it's so nice to see Yanga in that light. Like, cause all along we've seen him as like that artist, whatever, Planner, aka man. Now he's his own person, and that body of work is beautiful. It's so vulnerable. It's so special, and yeah, I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of like SA hip hop, and like I love that video of his where he's like, I am no longer going to complain. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. Um,
Of it, this is the last day. This is the last fucking day. Last day I feel sorry for myself. Weak, tired, lazy, full of excuses, late, sick, discouraged, doubting myself. Today is the last day, bro. It's not the first day of me going to gym, or it's the last fucking day I ever complain. I'm done, bro. In my 30-something years of life, ain't no fucking body coming to save me, nor do I want anybody to save me. I'm gonna do this shit by myself. I'm gonna build it so you can respect it by myself. You know what I mean? It's over for that guy you used to know.
we'll check in the next 6 months or in between the vlogs, but for now I just wanted to put it out there that I am done feeling shame, and I'm done feeling sorry for myself, and I'm just fucking done. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you're also done feeling like you're like, oh, I'm old, or I can't start a new degree, or I can't do this and that. Like just get out of your head and apply yourself. There is no such thing as like I'm 40 or I'm 45 or I'm 50. Like just apply yourself. Life is long. Like you don't want to be like, yeah, I'm closer to 50. People are retiring anyway. So what? Make the impact. Start the thing that you say you want to start. Let's be on the journey together. I'm really proud of what I've become emotionally, spiritually, mentally over the years that have made me the person that I am now. So yeah, things may seem like they're supposed to start this then and the other, but like it comes also now. Time is always now. So don't feel that could have, should have been. No, 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 no. And if the space doesn't allow you, or the it feels like whatever industry you're in is not letting you in, create your own shit, bro. You know, we have the internet. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here, and yeah, I wish you all the best. I wish me all the best. It's gonna be a very successful time in the year for me. I can feel it. I know it. I just need to stop being scared and stop moving in shame. Yeah. Bye.